Just in this cozy hotel right now. Yeah, look, it's about 4 p.m. and I've just been kind of in my own thoughts today. Not just today, but yesterday as well. I've just been in this zone, thinking about the last 2 days. And not just the last 2 days, but the last 40 days is that I've had a lot of time to myself. A lot of time to think, a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to understand what's happening, about what's about to happen, about what's happened in the past. And it comes to a point where like it drives you mad to spend time alone in the hotel room, to not have anyone around. Of course I can talk to people on the phone and WhatsApp and text and whatever, but the majority of all this time is spent alone with yourself, with your own thoughts, and you really have time to reflect and think about what you're actually doing. The thing about Germany is that I've come here, I took 8 hours on the train yesterday just to come here. I didn't know anything about what to expect, and though one part of that is exciting, for me at least, the other part is you're really delving into unknown, and it's not necessarily the most comfortable situation. I came to Erndtebrück, I came into that station, it wasn't even a proper station. I just got there and I knew I had to find the football club, went to the football club, met with the team, met with the coach for literally a minute or like less than a minute. And then, training finished. I was training with people I had no clue about. I have no idea who they are. Don't know a soul there. The environment is unfamiliar. I'm used to that now. I've done that so many times that I've gotten used to it, but it is hard. Ticket. Back on the train. It's not going to work out here. I'm going back to Switzerland. This is what happened after I arrived, and let me explain this with the help of pictures. So, in yesterday's vlog, I came to the training ground, and I didn't tell you what happened after. So, here's what happened. The coach walked up to me, second team coach, and he introduced himself to me. We talked about 30 seconds and I entered the dressing room. Had a little small talk with the boys in the dressing room, young team, very nice guys. They were nothing fancy, right? So no physio, a lot of players wearing their own kits. So then we got into training. Let's say, it wasn't the best ever organized training. The guy that was having a look at me, he's a coach that's actually taking over next season. So the current existing coaches were still kind of running the training. So we played rondo for what seemed like 30 minutes in some kind of semi-relaxed possession game. Ended with a 9v9 game, and that was it. Lasted about 1.5, 2 hours or so. That was it. So in the training, it was decent for me. The pace was much higher actually than it was for the team that I'm currently playing in Switzerland, but I enjoyed it and dealt with it fine. In the 9v9, I tried my best to make fast runs, to drop back, collect the ball, swap wings, but it still didn't work out, and we lost like 5-0. So that was yesterday. Training is tomorrow, but I felt like I had a gut feeling I wasn't going to train with the first team for some reason. So I called him up today, just recently, and I said, I asked him, am I going to be able to train with the first team? Like, what's the goal? So he told me he tried talking to the first team coach about me, but there's a real problem with me, and here's why the odds are so against me right now. And that's one, I've never played for a top pro academy like pretty much every pro did, which certainly adds to my credibility. Secondly, I'm going in cold to regions where no coaches know me, and no other coaches know me or heard about me. Germany, Western Germany especially, they never would have heard about me, that's for sure. So thirdly, he said one thing that sticks out in my mind, and he said, Nick, some things are not fair in life, and professional clubs get other players from professional or possibly other very, very good semi-professional teams, and you're not in that network, so it will be very hard for others to consider me. In this challenge, I can put in the work. I can even play well and better than other pros can. But the majority of coaches and people in general like safe bets, They love safe bets. They like tried and trusted. They love credibility. They like a brand. They like an education. You know, it's like, why do Harvard grads get the best jobs when they graduate? You know, stuff like that. They want to see a track record, an education, and that's something that I don't have. I never played for a professional academy. I played for some decent semi-professional teams, but because I've moved around so much, I really haven't, you know, established myself in one location. So I'm really going in cold, and he's right. That thing is always going to be, that's going to be an aspect that's always going to be against me in this challenge. It's going to be, you know, that makes the odds really, really, really difficult, really hard. At this point, I haven't figured out a way of how am I going to get around it. But just to let you guys know, that is one of the biggest challenges that we'll face in this 100 days. Right, back in Switzerland, another train connection. I think we've taken about literally 6 trains in the last 24 hours. Alright, another day over. What a 48 hours.